All right, welcome each and every one of you to our Thursday night special of Southern Woods and Waters, and we hope you and your family are sitting by the fireplace with one of those, what do they call those? Snuggies. Snuggies. Get you one of those Snuggies there and get into it after you've watched Rory and the wine tasting over there. You might not need a Snuggie.
May not.
But I'll tell you what, hey guys, bring the wine on over here. But no, we're just kidding. We're got a great show for you playing tonight, and we've had a little excerpt of this earlier in the season. We had Steve Johnson on here. He's the proud owner and creator of Cloak Camouflage. But tonight we've been graced with the appearance of the one and only David Duvall. David,
hey, good
buddy,
to see you again.
Welcome on the show,
Thank
man.
you. Thank
and with you brought Clarence Smith.
Clarence Smith came right along.
I'll tell you what. Now, you know this could get R-rated real quick.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And Crystal told Clarence to behave tonight.
Behave
Yes.
tonight. Yeah, that's true.
I'll have to try that.
But, you know, we want to highlight the camo, but I'm glad that you came, David, because you've been doing some fishing, too. So we're going to kind of get a fishing report from you.
Good.
And later on in the show, we're going to talk to Bobby Gentry by phone. Bobby's going to give us a Dale Holler report up there. And I don't think there's any better than old Bobby up there on Dale Holler. I mean, he can put you on some fish.
Bobby does a great job up there. Of course, as you know, Bobby fishes out of Hendricks Creek.
Yeah, yep.
And Patty and the people there are just, really good people.
And we got a special that Patty and Frank are running out there at Hendricks Creek, too.
Well, good.
So we're going to be announcing that. But just wanted to give you some heads up. They have brought some new gear that Cloak has come out with now, and these are these soft-sided tackle boxes.
Right. These are our samples, Hugh, and
And you're headed somewhere with them. Where are you headed?
We're headed to the SHOT Show in January.
All right.
And we're going to ship these out there because we'll have them with us along with our apparel, our iPhone covers. We'll have a big display. I think we've got a 20 by 40 booth at SHOT Show.
Yeah. And Steve will have his triple barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Triple barrel.
He did make it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sure did.
He showed me the plans long before it ever was formed.
Right.
He said, "You think it'll work? I think that thing will kick."
Yeah. I'd say it does. I would say it
But
does.
it's a triple barrel shotgun. So
Sure is.
it's an awesome invention that Steve, what is he, does he just sit around drinking coffee in the mornings and think of these things? Because this is like the fourth or fifth thing he's come out with.
But since knowing Steve, he has amazed me with his creativity.
That's what I'm saying.
In the camouflage, and it's not, quote, just normal camouflage to me. Like his bass con that's on the sleeve of the shirt.
Yeah.
It's unreal with the way he pictures it. Or our tactical, such as our mountain and our desert patterns. And the people that have seen it now love the camo. They love the patterns.
But I got to read this, and of course I'm going to show my age here, but I love what he says about Cloak, and it's cloakdna.com.
Yes.
If you're interested in checking further into it, my goodness, there's just all kinds of things they're putting this stuff on. But he said it's cryptic armor designed by God and concealed in nature.
Amen.
And so I like that. I like that statement that he makes. Now, he was the originator of mothwing camo.
Yes.
And my grandchildren were all around me the other day, and they said, "Well, what's special about that?" And I said, "Have you ever noticed that a moth can go from a pine tree and be real dark, and then go land on maybe a beach or something like that, and it'll turn to a lighter gray?" And they go, "Yeah, I've seen that." And I was like, "Well, that's what they mean by nature concealing itself or camouflage." That moth is camouflaging itself from the prey, from its enemies. So that's what Steve did with his camo.
He sure has.
And we've just expanded it now.
Yeah.
Not just moss, it's other animals.
It's all
like
kinds of
geckos
animals.
or whatever.
Lizard, snake. I mean, snakes have camouflage too. There's all kinds that will change colors. Even fish will.
Mm-hmm.
How many smallmouth All smallmouths aren't the same
No,
color.
depending on their habitat and the depth they're at.
That's exactly
and
right.
He's got the bass con in smallmouth, and it's one of the prettiest designs. Of course, I'm prejudiced that way.
Oh, yeah, you like this one.
Yeah,
You wouldn't know
it
it.
does a great job. But just like you're saying, concealing the animals, his strut con pattern for the turkey
For the
hunters
turkey, yeah.
coming out this spring is going to be unbelievable.
I can't wait.
In fact, if you don't mind me saying this, Clarence, we're working with James Curry, who is a world-renowned birdman.
Yep.
James is going to wear the strut con, and we're going to film him actually catching a live turkey this spring
With his hand.
with his
With his
hands.
hand. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
I told
If
James, I
anybody
said,
do it now.
That James
I
can
told
do it.
James,
James can
I'll
do it.
bring it in, James. I'll let you do that part.
But that'll be a great show that we'll have.
Oh,
A great
yeah,
film.
now, because, even birds, the peacocks, turkeys, all kinds, they have their plumages that, well, they let the females know, the males let the females know that they're available, but they also hide one another. I mean, ducks hide, they wear the... and you would think that like a wood duck is so green and red and white and black, but you get that thing in a swamp, you can't hardly find it.
That's right. That's true.
And it's just that Mother Nature knows how to blend things, and it seems like Steve has brought that out in his camouflage patterns.
Yeah.
He really has, and I think people are really excited about it with a lot of the partnerships y'all got going.
Oh, yeah.
We've got partnerships. Well, Jimmy Houston
Oh,
is
yeah.
partnership with us. Bill Dance is partnership with us in fishing. Well, we've just recently gotten with Michael Hawk and Man, Woman, or was it
Man, woman, wild.
Wild?
Yeah. Yep.
And working with him on some patterns there.
Oh, that's
So
what
we got
And
we've got others in the works.
Well, wait now. One
I
of the
can't believe I
better
didn't
ones.
say this one first, did I?
When we had the Land and Wildlife Management show out at Opryland,
right.
we had the cloak design out there, and one of our special guests, because Steve actually designed his camo he's wearing now, the Turtle Man camo.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And Ernie and Neil love it.
Oh, yeah.
And what amazed me was the following that they had, Hugh, at
They
that
do.
show, unadvertised, that they were going to be there. People were waiting in line over 3 hours just to get up there and say hi and get an autograph or have their picture taken
And
with him.
listen, Steve's got a fetish with turtles. Now, I'm telling you, he
Yeah,
just
he does.
loves turtles.
With his turtle
With
lure.
his turtle lures and now a Turtle Man camo. And I mean, he's got something, but he's right. Turtles have been around for eons, as far as we know. And so to make it through all that, it had to be able to hide from its prey in a great way. So they camouflage themselves too. Sea turtles are some of the most beautiful
they are.
animals we have.
And our saltwater pattern is, I think, one of the prettiest patterns you'll ever see.
I wish I had my wife's phone. We've got some iPhone covers, and hers is one of the few we made, and we should have made more. But the cross-spawn, the saltwater pattern,
All right.
women really love that every time they see Crystal
Well, I'll
pull
tell
his
you
phone
what,
out.
we've got to take a break, take our first break, and visit some of our fine sponsors to make this show possible for you. So hurry back to more of Southern Woods and Waters. This segment is being brought to you by Stan Sloan Zora Bake Company, where setting the hook is an everyday thing. This segment is being brought to you by Fate Sanders Marina. Come by and check out the jewel of Percy Priest Lake. All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Pictures of the Week are being brought to you by Flowers Deer Processing. I have not checked with Mike and Deborah, but I'm sure they're busy up to their eyeballs in processing deer out there. Everybody seems to be having a great year, but me. So, but keep taking them out there in the flowers. I tell you what, I am snake bit, guys. I'm telling you. Hey, our first picture here. This is from my son-in-law, Nick Withrow. A friend of his took this deer. Now, this is a Hermitage Tennessee deer.
Good deer.
That is a great
deer.
deer right there in Hermitage. And I'll tell you what, that is an awesome deer. He didn't tell me who it was, but he said, I just wanted to show you the picture. And I said, all right. So great picture right there. Now, this is from my good friend Mason Nunley. Met him over there. He was trying to get in to go see Phil Robertson and all those.
Yes.
Man, you talk about a madhouse at Bass Pro Shops. But Mason Nunley, and he said, this was my daughter's first Bass Club tournament, and we got second place and had the big fish of the tournament. And he didn't tell me how big it is, but it is a monster of a bass. Either that or he's holding it real close to the camera. Hey, December 1st tournament out there at Percy Priest. This is John Hurt and John Dickerson took first place with 14.16 pounds. I'll get it right in a minute. I can read. And then our second place winners were Jonathan Ratzliff and Jake Drains with a 13.17 pounds. So congratulations, guys. Hey, we got a lot more tournaments that's being shown, so just bring those pictures in. You can send them to us here at Southern Woods and Waters, 474 James Robinson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee, 37219, or simply email them to me at hugh@southernwoodsandwaters.com. We'll get them on here really fast for you. A lot of pictures still coming in from deer. If you can, please send them to me at hugh@southernwoodsandwaters.com, because I'm going to tell y'all something. The ones of you, and there's many of you out there, send them to me by text, because I've let my phone number out. I'm not smart enough to get it off of text on the email form, so I'm having some problems here. I'm going to have to get my grandkids over there to show me how to do that again.
That's so good.
They can fix anything.
They can.
Anything
Electronically, it's unbelievable.
Now, I can outcast them, and I can out bow shoot them.
Right.
But now they can fix my cell phone in a matter of seconds. so that's good.
That's great.
Hey, we want to show now. First off, though, we want to get back to Turtle
Man. But working with them, they've just been great. And, of course, their show is, they've got a great young following. But we have designed a lot of stuff for Turtle Man. And you can go to TurtleMan.com and purchase their products there.
Okay.
And it would be the Turtle Man camo.
Now, this is the Turtle Man camo right here.
Yes.
Now, this would be, kind of a swampy. You got to think about the animal and where the animal is. That's what I was amazed by with Steve. He put the Turtle Man camo in a swampy, he was figuring swampy, wetlands, dark, greenery, stuff like that. So just a lot of thought. Man, he's put a lot of thought in. Now, I don't know where Steve got this.
Turtle Girl.
Now I'm going to tell you something. Now, Turtle Girl, I've seen some painted box turtles, but not like this.
Really, you're going to see a lot of the patterns have some sort of pink in them, because the ladies just love the pink.
They love it, don't they? I'm just amazed. Look, ladies and gentlemen, what all different shirts and things you can get online. And tell them again where they can pick this up.
They can go to cloakdna.com.
Cloak, and that's KLOAK, then DNA.com. CloakDNA.com. All right?
And
so check them out.
They can go to that starting Monday.
Starting Monday. That's right, because Steve said that it was almost ready, and he thinks it'll be ready. Now, here's one that this is the Turkey Con. Well, let me StrutCon. I'm sorry. I'll get it right. StrutCon. But if you'll look real close, you can see the turkey feathers right here that comes out of their plumage, out of the tail feathers. But it's in everything. I mean, it's all up here. There's a little bit of it over here. There's the wing feathers are over here. See, I know what a turkey looks like.
That's right.
Where's that goozle?
But now, the plants and the little flowers, that's exactly what you see in the woods that time of year.
The ferns, we call them eichens or eichens, or all kinds of oak and stuff like that up here. It's got oak and so he took a lot of time to put all this stuff in.
And again, we're going to have male and female patterns in that too. I think it has a little bit of the purple flowers. Those are the lady strut kind. So
now you're going to have to help me on this one because this is Hunt Con.
Okay, that's
now is this like a early fall?
Yes, that's the
early fall deer season.
That will be the
early fall turkey hunting season.
Well, it'll be fall pattern.
Okay.
Really any deer hunting, whatever.
Because it still has the green, and these look like red oak leaves here, but green and some white oak leaves.
If you'll
and
notice,
here's some turkey feathers in here too.
Yeah, I put a little of those in there too.
Yeah.
I went hunting the other day, and I just in that thought right there, I started thinking, looking around. There are still reds, on the ground like that. So
a lot of people don't. They give up on the greens, but there's still a lot of privet and stuff like privet and cedars. Cedars don't ever they don't ever turn like that. Now this is called Bass Con.
And I think that's the largemouth.
This is the largemouth.
Right,
this is the largemouth here, but it's got frogs. Can you see that frog right there on that lily pad right there? That's pretty amazing. Let me move it over. See that frog right there? There it is. And then lily pads. Of course, you got sticks, stuff in the water.
Right.
There's the bass there. There's even some blue herring shad in here. I'm telling you, it's got everything in it. Looks like rock formations back here in the back. So everything that you'd naturally find in water.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's awesome.
That's just Steve Johnson. He always comes up with a detail.
That's how creative he is.
Now, wait a minute. I got this one upside down. Okay, here we go. Because the flower on the lily pad goes up. But this is pretty awesome too. Now this is Bass Con also.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I can see you.
Let's see.
That's okay. That's the lady Bass Con.
This is the lady.
Right, see?
That's what it says, Lady Bass Con up here. So, ladies, you have your own that you can make tournament shirts out of also. True. But it has the lily pads with the pink flowers. Of course, it's got some 10-pound. How come the ladies got the 10-pound largemouth and the guys only got the 6? I think we got thrown under the bus, guys.
Think who the bosses are, Hugh.
Yeah, I think we got thrown under the bus. All right, now here, oh man, this is one of my favorites right here. This got to be one of my favorites. Now this is Bass Con, and that's a smallmouth. Because that big red eye right there is giving himself away.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it is a fantastic pattern.
You know what he looks like? Now I'm just taking a poke at it, okay? It looks like the sticks and things that he's put in here looks like the back of a frog. I'm just saying it's got a little brown, a little black, a little green to it. But how a frog's camouflaged, I never have figured that out, that he's camouflaged on the top, but he gets eaten from the bottom. Can't say God didn't have a sense of humor, buddy.
No, that's right.
All right, and here's another. Oh, my favorite. Got gizzard shad in this one.
Yeah, it does.
Now, this is Bass Con also, but now, Clarence, what kind is.
Okay, this is just a different. Well, some of them are blue back pattern, and this one has a more of an aqua green.
Yeah. More of an aqua green, but it's got the gizzard shad in it, and it still has the frogs in here, and but just a great looking pattern. Now, this is something you might want to wear in those saltwater marshes and flats out there in South Louisiana and South Mississippi. And there's a turtle right there. I didn't know if anybody wants to see that. That's a turtle man just got eaten by an 8-pound largemouth.
If you sit there and look at it long enough, you're going to find
you can find all kinds of things in here, can't you? But it's awesome patterns. And now here's one. Is that the saltwater?
That's the saltwater.
All right, this is the my goodness.
Imagine what that's going to look like on swimwear too.
That's what I'm sitting here thinking. Swimwear and I just don't want to go in shark infested water.
True.
Because they might think, well, that's breakfast right there. Take that. But great patterns. Look at the reef looking and he's turned it into the sticks and things are
Right.
actually
And on-
reed coral.
And on diving
Stuff.
suits. Also.
Yeah, diving suits would be great. How about the bottom of some boats?
Yeah.
Wrapping a
Wrap a boat.
Put a
Right.
wrap on a boat
Right.
and put some of this stuff on there
Yes.
would be
Yes.
great. All right, now here's something. Now this is a ladies' shirt. This is the ladies. Now, ladies, if you really want to go high class in some of these bass fishing terms, now this would be the way to go. And that's a turtle coming.
You know, Steve,
Now,
Imagine that.
turtle
you don't
lure
have
in
to
there.
crochet Steve to get the turtle. But there it is. But that is awesome right there. Big largemouth hitting a turtle coming out of the lily pads. Pure explosion there. That is really, really nice right there. All right. Hey, we gotta stop for just a minute and do our product of the week. So let's go do it right now. This week's product of the week is being brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center. We sell tires for the way you drive. All right, I got 3 items. You know, last week I showed you one of the Buckeye lures. They were showing the swim bait heads, and they got some really nice swim. A lot of people have switched over because they're not so heavy, nose heavy, and they come through the grass really, really well. But Buckeye Lures sent me these two, and I'm really excited about them. They are, can we show that? Yeah, there they are. They're called the Sioux Spin, and this is the 1/2 ounce. And what I really like about this is, now I've already put it in my test pond. You know, that's Joy's pool is my test pond. So we put I put the hammer head or the big hammer swim bait on the back of this.
Right.
And David, it just comes through the water, no problem. The spinners aren't sitting there thumping that bait all the time and getting fouled up. They're actually doing its work. They are at the right angle, and this thing just. I wanted to dive in after it. I mean, it's that, but that's the 1/2 ounce. And if you'll look, it's got the gray back to it, and it really looks like kind of like an Arkansas or Shiner or something. Then they've got what they call their sexy shad, which is in a 1/4 ounce, and it kind of has the chartreuse running right down the middle. So great baits. And then I want to show one more. And that is, I've gotten into this. This is what I'm going to learn to use this year. I've dedicated myself to say this year, this flick it hook, I'm going to start using that more around docks and some laydowns and right at the front of vegetation and just let that Cinco just sit there and just shimmer down and see if I can increase my catch ratio just a little bit. So Buckeye Lures, give them a shout. Go online at buckeyelures.com. All these things are available. And if you don't have internet, hey, you have your Bass Pro Shops right over here, and the shelves are full of these. Let me tell you, they're already ready. Hey, we got to take another break. When we come back, we're going to have the open phone lines at 737-7767. Ask about all this cloak, and we're going to get David on the spot talking about some kind of fishing. So hurry back to more of Southern Woods and Waters.